The world hums with a rhythm you rarely notice. Every step you take is part of a dance you've choreographed but forgotten. You wake up each day to a script you didn't write, or so you think. Bills, deadlines, and fleeting joys pull you along, demanding your focus. But what if this chaos is a stage you set long ago? Beneath the noise, there's a quiet truth. You're not just living life, you're performing it. Your fears, your triumphs, they feel so real, so heavy. Yet, they're props in a play you've been directing without realizing it. Society tells you to fight, to control, to win at all costs. But what if the real victory is in stepping back and seeing the script for what it is? Life isn't a battle to be won. It's a story unfolding, and you're both the actor and the one watching from the wings. You've spent years chasing meaning in things outside yourself. Success, love, approval, they're all fleeting scenes, not the heart of the play. The ego clings to these markers, whispering that they define you. But the ego is just a costume, not the one wearing it. Imagine letting go of that need to prove yourself. What would it feel like to move through life without needing to justify your existence? Pain doesn't vanish when you see life as a game, but it stops owning you, becoming just another note in the melody you're composing. You've built walls to shield yourself from hurt. Those same walls block the light of presence, of truly being here now. When you resist sadness, it grows heavier, more suffocating. Let it flow, and it becomes a river, guiding you toward clarity. The world screams that discomfort is the enemy, but running from it only traps you deeper in the illusion of separation. You are not a victim of life's twists. You're the playwright, weaving every choice into the story unfolding around you. Think of a storm. You don't curse the rain for falling. Your worries, too, are temporary, passing like clouds if you let them. Clinging to anxiety feels like responsibility, but it's a chain, binding you to a role you don't have to keep playing. What if you traded worry for curiosity? Life's uncertainties could become invitations, not threats to your peace. This shift isn't just a thought. It's a feeling deep in your core. It's the moment you stop fighting and start moving with the rhythm. Every time you push away an emotion, you scatter yourself. Embrace it, and you gather those pieces, becoming whole again. You don't need to win at life. There's no finish line. The joy is in playing fully, eyes open to the spectacle around you. The world's noise pulls you into its frenzy. Pause and you'll hear the silence beneath, where truth hums softly. That silence isn't empty, it's alive, pulsing with existence. It's where you remember who you are beyond the roles you've taken on. You're not the fear that grips you or the joy that lifts you. You're the awareness watching it all, untouched by the drama. This awareness is your freedom, your way out of the script. It's the key to living without being lost in the story. What would change if you lived one day fully awake to this? How would your choices shift if you saw the game for what it is? Life's challenges don't stop coming. Joys, losses, fears. Your power lies in how you meet them, as a prisoner or a performer. Right now you're here, feeling this moment. What role are you playing, and is it one you want to keep? You've always known this stage, even if you rarely see it. Life's game keeps moving, and you're starting to sense its rules. Awakening to this doesn't end the performance. It changes how you act, how you step into each scene. Every choice you make is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. You're painting a story, whether you mean to or not. The ego begs you to cling to control, to fear what's next. That tension isn't a flaw. It's the spark of growth. Living authentically means shedding masks you've worn to fit in. Not all at once, but with each honest breath you take. You've played roles to please others, to survive. Those costumes are heavy, hiding the truth of who you are. What would it feel like to speak a buried truth? To act from your core, not from fear of what others think. This isn't about rejecting the world's demands. It's about choosing a script that resonates with your deepest self. The world rewards those who follow its cues. But the game's beauty lies in daring to write your own lines. Authenticity isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up as you are, flaws and all, without apology. You've chased validation from others, a nod from the crowd. But the only approval you need is the one you give yourself. When you live from truth, life's chaos doesn't disappear. It becomes a backdrop, not the ruler of your inner peace. Fear still visits, but now you greet it differently. It's just a guest, not the star of your story. The game thrives on contrast. Light needs shadow. Your struggles give depth to the joy you feel. Living authentically means embracing both highs and lows. You feel them fully, knowing they're both fleeting. You don't need to solve life's mysteries to play well. Just meet each moment with openness, not resistance. The world measures your worth by what you achieve. But the game's true measure is how fully you've lived. Every interaction is a chance to embody your truth. Even small acts ripple, shaping the world around you. You've been taught to fear uncertainty, to crave control. But the game's magic lies in its unpredictability, its possibilities. To live authentically is to flow with life's waves. It's trusting the current to carry you where you need to go. This trust isn't blind. It's rooted in your role. You're not just in the game, you're helping create it. Every time you choose courage over comfort, you rewrite the script. You shape a story that reflects your essence. The ego resists, clinging to old fears, but each authentic step makes its voice fainter, its grip weaker. You don't need to know the game's ending to play boldly. The point is the living, the being right now. Others may not understand your choices. Compassion, not judgment, frees you to live your truth. Living authentically doesn't isolate you. It connects you to others who seek the same freedom. Your truth is a light, drawing those who crave honesty. The game is vast, but your choices make it intimate. Every thought you hold shapes the stage you stand on. What you focus on becomes the spotlight of your life. You're free within the script, not trapped by it. Your power lies in how consciously you play your part. You've searched for meaning outside yourself, but meaning is woven into every choice, every moment you live. To live authentically is to stop seeking and start being. You are the meaning, the player, the game itself. The world keeps spinning, loud with demands. But you can choose to dance to your own rhythm, steady and clear. This dance isn't perfect. It's messy, human, alive. That rawness is what makes it sacred. What makes it yours? What would it mean to live one moment so fully that it echoes forever? How would that choice reshape the stage you're on? You've glimpsed the stage of life's great play. Now the question lingers. How do you move without losing your way? The game doesn't pause for answers or certainty. It flows on, daring you to dance with its relentless rhythm. You know now that fear and pain are part of the script, yet the urge to resist them pulls you back into old roles. This pull isn't a mistake. It's the edge of transformation. It's the bridge between knowing the game and living it. To dance authentically is to let your true self lead, not the self others expect, but the one that stirs in silence. You've worn masks to navigate the world's demands. Those masks dim the light of who you are beneath. What would happen if you set one mask down? How would it feel to face the world with nothing to hide? This isn't about abandoning your duties. It's about reclaiming the essence you've buried under expectations. The world cheers for those who chase wealth or approval. But the game's magic lies in daring to be different. Authenticity doesn't mean grand gestures. It's the quiet courage to act from your heart, even when it shakes. You've sought meaning in success or praise, but the game shows meaning blooms in the act of being, not doing. When you live from truth, life's storms don't fade. They become waves you ride, not walls that break you. Fear still knocks, but now you're curious. You know it's a visitor, not the director of your story. The game lives on duality. Joy needs sorrow. Your lows make the highs vivid, giving life its depth. To dance authentically is to embrace both without clinging. You feel them, knowing they pass like clouds. You don't need to unravel life's secrets to play well. Just meet each scene with openness, letting it teach you. Society judges you by what you produce or own. But the game's score is how deeply you've felt, how fully you've lived. Every word you speak is a chance to align with truth. Even small acts of honesty reshape the stage you're on. You've been taught to fear the unknown, but the game's beauty is its unpredictability, its endless openings. To dance authentically is to move with life's flow. It's letting go of the need to know what's next. This trust isn't naive. It's grounded in your role. You're not just playing, you're shaping the story. Every time you choose truth over fear, you rewrite the script. You craft a narrative that mirrors your soul. The ego protests, whispering that honesty is risky. But each true step quiets its voice, freeing you to move lightly. You don't need to see the game's end to play boldly. The joy is in the dance, in the moment you're living. Others may judge your choices, lost in their roles. Compassion frees you to live without needing their approval. Authenticity doesn't push others away. It pulls in those who seek the same freedom, the same truth. Your truth becomes a beacon, lighting their path. The game is vast, but your choices make it personal. Every thought shapes the stage you stand on. What you dwell on becomes the light that guides your steps. You're free within this script, not bound by it. Your power lies in how consciously you choose to play. You've spent years chasing purpose outside yourself. But purpose is woven into every breath, every honest choice. To dance authentically is to stop searching and start embodying. You are the purpose, the player, the play. The world keeps shouting its demands, its distractions, but you can sway to your own melody, clear and steady. This dance isn't flawless. It's raw, human, alive. That rawness is what makes it sacred, what makes it yours. You've felt the weight of roles that don't fit. What would it mean to step into one moment so fully it redefines you? The game's rhythm keeps moving, pulling you forward. But now you sense the freedom in choosing your steps. You've awakened to the play, but old habits linger. The urge to control, to resist, still tugs at your heart. This tension isn't failure, it's growth. It's the space where you learn to dance with the shadows, not against them. Every choice you make shapes the story unfolding. You're not just acting, you're co-creating the script. The world pushes you to measure worth by outcomes, but the game's true measure is how boldly you've lived. Fear and doubt will always visit, like shadows in the light. Greet them with curiosity, and they lose their power. You don't need to erase pain to dance well. You need only to move through it, letting it teach you its lessons. The game's beauty lies in its contrasts. Without darkness, the light of joy would feel flat, incomplete. Living authentically means accepting this balance. You embrace the lows to fully taste the highs. You've run from discomfort, seeking solid ground. But the game thrives on fluidity, on trusting the unknown. To dance with the shadows is to let go of control. It's finding freedom in the uncertainty of each step. The ego clings to safety, to familiar roles, but authenticity asks you to risk being seen, flaws and all. You don't need to know every step to keep dancing. The point is to move, to live, to be in this moment. Others may not follow your rhythm. Their judgment reflects their own scripts, not your truth. Your dance connects you to those who feel the same beat. Authenticity builds bridges, not walls. Every thought you focus on lights up your stage. Choose the ones that align with the truth you carry. You're not trapped in this game, you're free within it. Your power lies in how you choose to play, to be. What would it mean to dance so fully in one moment that it changes everything? How would that shift the story you're telling?